Good morning. We're outside the apartment complex here in Quincy where Matanov was arrested this morning. And neighbors have been telling us that at about 4:30 this morning, all hell broke loose here. It was quiet. It's at a quiet building. That's when all the police showed up, though, and they busted down the door. We were in the apartment building just a little while ago, and you could see the marks on Matanov's door where they busted through the door to arrest him. His roommate, we don't know whether or not that young man was here at the time. We know that he has not been arrested. We don't know whether he was here or not. Neighbors said that Matanov has lived here a while, that he drives a cab here in Quincy, but that he was a quiet, unassuming young man. No one really thought anything about him, that he would say hello and goodbye and go about his business. One woman said that she looked out her window this morning at 4:30 and saw the police arriving and getting out with their weapons and what she termed SWAT team type people. And she was stunned and went to the front of the building, and that's when she heard all the commotion. And he lived right down in the basement level apartment. She came out here, that neighbor, saw all the commotion. She said she immediately went back into her apartment. She was surprised at all of this because she had no idea that this young man may have been involved in anything, any criminal activity. She thought he seemed like just a normal young man, although she, as she termed it, not from this country originally, but he went about his business and didn't bother anybody. Another neighbor we talked to, a younger man named Tyler Young, who lives upstairs. Tyler said that he seemed, again, like a quiet guy. He said hello and goodbye to people, but did not really raise any suspicion among the neighbors here in Quincy that he might be even associated with the marathon bombing suspects. However, both these people we talked to said that in the days after the bombing, about a week later, police did show up here in Quincy, and they've been in and out here of this building in the past year. They have been talking with this young man, Mr. Matanov, apparently for about a year. And that's what the neighbors say, that you see plainclothes police show up, you'd see uniformed officers show up, they'd stay a while, they would talk, and sometimes they would just sit here and watch the building. So they said that they kind of knew something was going on, but they weren't sure. They never, the neighbors we talked to never really connected it to the marathon bombings or to the Tsarnaev brothers. So it's a little bit of a surprise to them. To that degree, though, they did say that they've seen police around the building and going in the building in the last year. So as Ed Davis said, former Boston Police Commissioner Ed Davis said that Matanov has been on their radar almost from day one. So now these neighbors are able to put two and two together. And after the court arraignment today at 2 o'clock, we'll know a lot more about the details of just how he was lying to investigators, what evidence on his computer and et cetera he may have destroyed that linked him to the Tsarnaev brothers. However, the indictment does, or the press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office does say that there is no evidence so far that Matanov here had any knowledge, prior knowledge, of the plans for the marathon bombings. Reporting live from Quincy, I'm Bill Shields, WBZ News.